there's one thing, this is going to blow your mind. This is my favorite fact, maybe ever.
Wow. Okay.
Because it relates to us. It relates to the show. Jim Hopper, one of our favorite characters.
Love Jim Hopper.
Does that name feel familiar to you?
It does not.
It does not? Who's Dutch go looking for in Predator?
Hopper?
Jim Hopper.
Shut up.
They use that name because of that.
Shut your mouth.
And also, who's the first person to die in Predator? Whose body did no one found?
Hawkins. Oh my God, Hawkins.
There you go.
Max!
Yeah, I told you.
This is incredible.
How cool is that?
This is a TikTok. See, this is a TikTok video.
Okay.
This moment. You turn this into a damn TikTok video.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh my God.
And no one's thought about it, right? You're the biggest Predator fan in the world. That never clicked for you. Yeah.
Jim Hopper.
Yeah. Should we just mic drop and stop the episode, right?
I'm done. Where did you find that?
It was on IMDb.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Hawkins. Welcome to Buzzn the Tower, a podcast dedicated to the movies of the 1980s. Prepare to be stuffed in our DeLorean and taken on a trip through the best decade of film ever.
Hey, Mo, we better back up. We don't have enough road to get up to 88.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. So if you love Caddyshack, The Goonies, Aliens, Weird Science, Spies Like Us, The Great Outdoors, Empire Strikes Back, The Great Muppet Caper, Pretty in Pink, Predator, Rocky IV, Roadhouse, Say Anything, Real Genius, Short Circuit, Some Kind of Wonderful, Beverly Hills Cop, Akira, Tango and Cash, The Breakfast Club, and They Live, just to name a few, then sit back, relax, and get ready to be entertained. Because we came here to chew bubblegum and podcast about 80s movies, and we're all out of bubblegum. If you haven't already, subscribe to Buzzn the Tower on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever your favorite podcast platform is. And while you're there, leave a review and a 5-star rating. It's a moral imperative! You can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, and all social media platforms by searching the tag @Buzzn the Tower. That's BUZZN the Tower. Also, check out our website, buzzinthetower.com, and grab some officially licensed gear. It's so choice. If you have the means, I highly recommend picking some up. Now, if you want to get nuts, let's get nuts. Head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/buzzinthetower. With memberships as low as $3 a month, you can have access to tons of extra content, and a portion of all proceeds go directly to Save Ferris. Doc O'Shea, darling Doc O'Shea. Buzzn the Tower is brought to you by Sonic Loans. You can find them at sonicloans.com. Max, what are we talking about today on the show?
Stranger Things.
You know what is not a strange thing?
What?
Being ripped off by a mortgage.
That's common?
That's common.
Okay.
The wrong guy, the wrong gal, giving you the wrong information, gets you into the wrong mortgage, and then mass chaos.
Then you're stuck in Hawkins, Indiana.
So if you want to get into that house, you either have to have a good mortgage or you got to refi the one that you have. Sonic Loans is your place to go. If you want to get into a 15-year, 30-year, a fixed and adjustable, the Fed did increase the rate. Charlie and his team are the absolute right people to connect with to make sure that you get into the right loan. And I would highly recommend getting in touch with them now, as more and more people are seeing the changes coming over the horizon. Call Sonic Loans today. Tell them that Buzzn the Tower sent you. Don't let the stranger thing be a bad percent on your mortgage.
That's corny.
But it's true.
NMLS number 1955855. Not available in all states. Not a commitment to lend. Additional requirements apply. Visit sonicloans.com or call 313-488-4888 for more information.
Buzzn the Tower is also brought to you by Bolton Legal Group. You can find them at boltonlegalgroup.com. For a consultation, call Ian and his team at 248-595-0001. Every single family in Hawkins
should sue the pants off the government.
They need an attorney.
Yeah.
Like if Bolton Legal Group was around, they wouldn't let these experiments on children and bodies missing and the upside down. These are terrible things. So when you call Bolton Legal Group, you tell them that Buzzn the Tower sent you and you don't want to see demons anymore, and he will probably hang up on you. But when he calls you back, let him know that Buzzn the Tower sent you. Aggressive, efficient. They are there to take care of your real estate needs, any type of business law.
They get paid in Eggos.
They do. Eggo waffles, just like 11. Great reference. We're going to do a lot of drops on references. That's awesome. Having the right attorney in any circumstance is important, and that's why Ian takes the family approach. He makes sure that he's working with you, letting you know what the process is going to look and feel like. Great results. Reach out to Bolton Legal Group as soon as you can if you need an attorney. Today's episode, Stranger Things 80s Edition. Rarely does someone create a television show that is relevant, entertaining, and dripping with nostalgia from 4 decades earlier. The Duffer brothers have managed to wake up John Hughes from the dead, mix him with Spielberg, and throw a dash of McTiernan in there, and serve us 4 seasons of the single best TV series out there. So of course, when we see perfection, what's our first instinct? Recast it. Today on Buzzn the Tower, we'll take our favorite characters from our favorite show, Stranger Things, and recast them with actors and actresses from the 1980s. I'm Mo Shapiro, and joining me as always, the number 1 to my number 11, Max Sanders. And with that, turn around, look at what you see in her face, the mirror of your dreams. Make believe I'm everywhere, giving in the light. Written on the pages is the answer to a never-ending story.
We did
it! I can barely keep it together doing that.
I chimed in at the right time.
You did. I'm saying one take Sanders.
Yeah.
That's just so you know. Max. Welcome to our every time I say Stranger Things, for whatever reason, I have the X-Files.
Similar. Can you throw some synth in right now while we're talking?
Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah.
You know me. I'm a magician on the synthesizer.
Oh my God. The music in this show is ridiculous.
It's a banger.
Yeah.
The show's a banger.
Throw some Kate Bush in there.
Oh, man.
Running up that hill. Right?
Don't think you can sing all of a sudden.
I can't. I make them play it at Skeeps every night now.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Everyone's like,
at where? Did you just name the bar that we don't name?
Oh, whatever.
Oh, wow.
It's over.
Cocky. It's over. That's such a jump.
Well, I mean, nothing's offensive on this show.
Nothing's over.
What's that from?
I don't know.
Nothing is over. Oh, it's Rambo. It's Rambo.
Nothing's over.
Rambo.
It's over, John. Nothing's over.
Coming out hot.
Well, you nail your singing, and I'm ready to go. Welcome to the show.
What's that? Hi.
Hi. That's staying in for sure. Welcome to the show, Max. We're here.
Yes.
We're talking Stranger Things.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited.
We do this every time.
Every single time. I have to tell you something. I am exhausted, and I'm rarely like this tired.
You fought the biggest fire in North American history.
Well, that sounds like what I would say, but that's not true.
Yeah.
I did assist fighting a very big fire, but that's not why even when I'm tired. These middle of the week recordings are tough on me. It's a long day. Well, I know you wake up around 2, let your dogs out, and then stick your hands in a bowl of Jell-O. I don't know why. But
my dogs got out yesterday.
I know.
They came back. I wasn't going to find them.
Nothing's over.
Rambo. John Rambo. Named after an apple. Or an apple was named after him. Nope.
No, you said it right the first time, Max. I need you to really pull it together. Max.
Would Sly be good in Stranger Things?
Max, welcome to Buzzn the Tower. Max, we've only done this one time before.
Best episode ever.
We did it for Game of Thrones. I liked that episode.
I loved it too.
The numbers didn't reflect that people enjoyed it as much as you and I did, but I liked that episode a lot. I thought that was fun.
Well, we were doing the 1480s rather than the 80s.
There you go.
So
that's a really good joke. You're a funny guy.
That's a knee slapper.
That's a great joke. How is it that you're not a dad, but your jokes are prime real estate dad jokes?
Because I'm old.
It's not because you're old. I just think you're not creative and you're kind of stupid.
What?
Yeah.
I'm amusing.
That's what people tell me.
People like me.
No.
John Candy.
People like me. Yeah, I feel like every episode you want to give me the planes train speech.
I like me. And I ain't changing.
I'm gonna put in some of the music. I want you to impromptu give me that speech right now because I know you remember none of it. But I'm gonna put the music.
My wife likes me. It's like, go ahead, make fun of me if you want.
Can I?
But I know myself, and the old 96er is delicious.
There you go.
And I'm watching some kids from my brother, and I like bowling. And I'm a half dog.
Anyways, that was actually kind of creative to come up with all the characters, but you don't know the speech from the movie. That's fine. I'll give you the music, even though because you tried. Max, today we're gonna.
What you see is what you get.
We're gonna. Great way to end it. Today we're going to talk about Stranger Things, which is one of your and my collective favorite shows. I mean, we do the Mount Rushmore of TV shows, and for me, you're talking Sopranos, you're talking...
Don't like The Sopranos.
Wow.
I know. I watched it in a week, so it might have been too much.
Yeah.
So the thing is, like,
No, I don't want to have this conversation.
Okay.
I'm sorry I even brought it
but
up.
Breaking Bad,
The
The Wire for me. You haven't seen
I haven't
it.
seen The Wire yet. I need to watch that.
Yeah.
What else?
Legion is awesome.
Never seen Legion.
Oh my God. Sex and the City for me, weirdly.
Yeah, I regret even starting down this path. But the bottom line is it's the Mount Rushmore. Stranger Things is on it for both of us.
Yeah.
And
Big old picture of 11.
even before, I mean, this is the 4th season, so
Part 1 of the 4th season.
yeah. And how many years ago was the first season?
2016.
Okay, so clearly before you and I started doing Buzzn the Tower.
Yep.
The Buzzn the Tower wasn't even a glimmer in my eye yet.
I think it was.
No.
I think it's been inside you the whole time.
Maybe I just got to let it out.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go.
What's that? Is that Disney?
Yes.
Yeah.
Frozen.
I haven't seen it.
Of course not. Why would you? I'd be weirded out if you've seen Frozen.
I've seen Microwaved. But
God, I hate you so much. Your jokes are so bad. I've seen Microwaved. Hellraiser. Little throwback to last
I
week.
didn't do it.
Did your dad listen to the Father's Day episode?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, that's
He'll get on it.
pretty crappy. Why don't you tell him to get moving?
He does it on his own time.
All right. Sorry. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, Max. So we're going to talk about Stranger Things, and we're going to recast Stranger Things like we did with Game of Thrones. We're going to
Yes.
pick actors and actresses from the 1980s that we think would fit the roles.
And it's so perfect because it's in the 80s.
That's the thing about Stranger Things. So we start watching this in 2016 before this podcast was even up and around. Stranger Things is a very unique show. Wow. You know what? We're so deep into this, and I forgot before I talk about what a unique show it is.
Thank you.
Thank you. We need to talk about other stuff. If you're not already, get onto TikTok. And I have just been so disappointed with the quality recently, but apparently you're going to turn it around.
You yelled at me about one that has 12,000 views today.
Because you're, never mind. I'm not getting into it. You need to do better. Let's just leave it at that.
It's do well.
Yeah, whatever.
Superman does better. You do well.
Follow us on social media at Buzzn the Tower, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
Twitch.
Yeah, whatever. We're not on Twitch, so I
I know.
don't know why you tell people that, but whatever.
It'd be weird.
YouTube, although YouTube's been dormant for about 5 months, but whatever. Get on and check us out. And then go to our website, buzzinthetower.com. You can get officially licensed merchandise. And then other than that, Max, the standard follow us and subscribe on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatever podcast platform you use. Leave us a 5-star review and some nice words. Something like Max's voice sounded really nice on the show today, or whatever tickles your fancy.
You wouldn't believe that.
I am still a little bit in shock how well you did, but
I have a better radio voice than you.
that's not true. All right, Max. So I gave those fun little pieces and parts and things that we always do. Getting back to Stranger Things.
Yes, that's what we're talking about.
Our focus today is we're going to take the characters. I believe we're only dealing with characters from season 4, so we're not bringing Sean Austin back, correct?
We're not, but we're doing Billy, I think.
Billy's in 4,
Barely.
but he's in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it meets the prerequisite of needing to be in it.
Okay, cool.
Oh, Billy. It's my favorite part of Cable Guy, unquestionably. So anyways, we're going to go over the characters. Max, I know you have a treasure trove of fun information about Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So can I let you go loose and then we'll hop into recasting?
First, for people who haven't seen it, do you want to talk a little bit about what the show's about?
Yeah, that's a great idea. Stranger Things is, I'm trying to compare because most of our listeners are obviously like 80s movie fans.
Yeah. Spielberg, Carpenter.
Yeah, stop right there. That's
Cool.
it. It's Big Trouble in Little China, E.T.,
Yep.
and Goonies.
Yeah. That's a good
That
one.
if you put those 3 together, it's got the adventure coming of age.
Little bit of Stand By Me.
It's got the adventure coming of age-ness of Goonies. It's got the wacky violence, but like fun violence of a Carpenter flick. And it's got just the touching moments of a Spielberg, E.T., Phone Home.
And there's one special being who can like save everybody, basically.
And there's another not so special being that's trying to murder everyone.
Yes. Which was quite a reveal.
It was. I have to say, one of the things about Stranger Things, so that we gave you a very broad brush. Really what Stranger Things is about, this takes place in the 80s. And it's
83 to 87 right now, I think is what they're
correct.
at.
Really the incredible part about the show is that as we're sitting here rambling over all these different great directors, it does something that not a lot of shows do. So sci-fi usually does sci-fi, horror usually does horror, children's shows does children. This is almost like 6 different things happening at the same time.
Which is impossible.
And they make it work brilliantly. You start off with, you mentioned a minute ago, Stand By Me.
Yep.
And what's wonderful about that movie is that you get the feel of this is their last weekend of childhood.
Yep.
It's the journey of growing out of being a kid. And this show starts with these best friends, and they're doing everything that in the Explorers, in the Goonies, like
Dungeons and Dragons.
yeah, like Monster Squad. This is their group, and the show has followed them and shown what happens.
The strain of growing up.
You get older, and some are holding on to the childish games, and some are becoming jocks, and some are going through puberty and they want to date, and we're ignoring friends and falling in love. So that's like one story of the show. So it's just these kids, normal kids, except they're not normal.
Yeah, and it's important to get that feel that you actually care about the characters.
Right.
And also, they nailed it with every kid actor.
They're great.
They're all incredible. Do you know how hard that is?
I totally agree. So the show's about this group of friends, and they introduce one new friend.
11.
11 is this girl who escapes from this facility, and this is where this John Carpenter element comes in. She has these mystical telekinetic powers.
Yeah, like Firestarter kind of stuff.
Right. And so then she joins this friend group who is protecting her and hiding her, but then she's also protecting them.
Yeah, friends don't lie, man.
And they're fighting the evil overlord. So, of course, as they uncover these evil beings from the upside down, that's what they call this kind of parallel universe.
Yep, it's red and black and dangerous.
Very dangerous. And they give it names from their Dungeons and Dragons group.
The Demogorgon.
And the Mind Slayer.
Yeah.
Right now, you're probably listening and wondering what the hell we're talking about.
No, they're nodding along because they like Stranger Things.
All right, good. Well, hopefully you've watched at least an episode. I would tell you, if you haven't, immediately go to Netflix and get caught up. And if you've been a little bit behind, season 4 is great, so catch up with it. So this is what happens, is that it's the evolution of this friendship, fighting these supernatural beings. But it's not just about kids. You have the kids' parents, and you have everything from divorce to new love to reconciling the death of a child.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot going on.
Yeah. Russian commie conspiracies.
Oh, and that's the part of this too. So
my hands are like spears.
As we're talking about all of this, what we're not even touching on yet which is for me the best part, how they weave in all things 80s.
Oh my God. It's such an 80s love letter.
Dripping. I mean, it's every single thing that you love about the 80s, you will find, from the music to the props to the fashion.
You want to go facts for 80s stuff?
Hit me, Max. I'm sure you've got. So, are we kind of focusing primarily on season 4 right now? Or are you going overall?
Overall.
All right, hit it. You got it.
Because we're an 80s show, so I wanted
We are an 80s. Thank you. I'm glad you knew that. It's great.
So 11's pink dress in season 1 with her like kind of blonde wig. Do you know what that's a direct nod to?
E.T.?
Yep. Yeah. There you go. And there's so many 80s shout outs. Like on Halloween in season 2, the Ghostbusters costumes they're all wearing, which is awesome.
Awesome.
They're always on bicycles. It's just really cool, in the suburbs and all. Nancy and Steve dress as Joel and Lana from Risky Business for Halloween. My God, that's a fantasy costume for me. Yeah,
absolutely.
Fast Time at Ridgemont High is shouted out 3 different times in different seasons. Remember when Billy gets out of the pool in season 3?
Yeah.
And everyone's like ogling him?
Yeah.
Direct reference. Yeah, Phoebe Kate.
Alien 3. So I will mention they jump out of the 80s. And
Alien 3 is 90s. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you. They do a lot of references to movies, like, so they did Jaws.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, when you see Hopper's truck kind of pull up to the police station, it's a shot-for-shot recreation of Amity Island from Jaws.
Well, I love that you said that. The vehicles and the police outfits are from Jaws and Jaws 2 as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Isn't that cool?
So Alien 3, like in season 4 of Stranger Things, like the entire being in a prison, shaved head is a total nod to like Sigourney Weaver in Alien 3.
Yeah. They find someone using a Cheech and Chong movie on their list and all.
Right.
Oh, when Billy arrives at school, it's a shot-for-shot exact like Buddy Revel's intro in 3 O'Clock High.
Yeah. How about Carrie when 11 gets the milkshake dumped on her?
Oh,
It's basically a total nod to, again, 1976 movie. These aren't all in the 80s, but it's incredible. Continue. I've got more, but continue.
So they use freaking Robert Englund, aka Freddy Krueger,
which was amazing,
as Victor Creel.
Yeah. By the way, we should say spoiler alerts if you haven't watched season 4. We'll try to keep.
We're not spoiling too much.
Yeah.
Billy's license plate is PCE 235. It's a Pork Chop Express shout
out.
Oh,
no way.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh, that's incredible.
So there's one thing. This is going to blow your mind. This is my favorite fact maybe ever.
That's cocky.
Because
is it about Kate Bush?
No.
Okay.
Because it relates to us. It relates to the show. And no one thought about this until this moment right now. Jim Hopper, one of our favorite characters.
Love Jim Hopper.
Does that name feel familiar to you?
Jim Hopper. It does not.
It does not? Who's Dutch go looking for in Predator?
Hopper?
Jim Hopper.
Shut up.
They use that name because of that.
Shut your mouth.
And also, who's the first person to die in Predator? Whose body did no one found?
Hawkins. Oh my God, Hawkins.
There you go.
Max.
Yeah, I told you.
This is incredible.
How cool is that?
This is a TikTok. See, this is a TikTok video.
Okay.
This moment. You turn this into a damn TikTok video.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh my God.
And no one's thought about it, right? You're the biggest Predator fan in the world. That never clicked for you. Yeah.
Jim Hopper.
Yeah. Should we just mic drop and stop the episode right?
I'm done. Where did you find that?
It was on IMDb.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Hawkins. Jesus Christ.
You want his body found. Double time.
Do you know in the beginning of the first episode of season 4, do you see the Conan poster and they're like just getting ready for their Dungeons and Dragons and he gets caught at the tail end of reciting What's Best in Life?
No way.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I missed that too. I had to go back and watch it.
Yeah. And there's Evil Dead posters. Sean Astin in season 3 has to be a direct homage to the 80s.
Yeah, I mean,
he was great in that.
I mean, Winona Ryder being in this would be a great homage to the 80s too.
My favorite, have you seen this TikTok video? David Harbour and Winona Ryder are talking about the 80s, and Winona Ryder is saying she wasn't someone who people had a crush on, and David Harbour rolls his eyes in like the biggest way ever.
Yeah. Well, I just saw an interview with her the other day, and it was really cool. She was talking with a friend of hers, I can't remember who she said it was, about fandom, and she said when you're a movie star, people know that they only can see you at the theater. So they give distance. Mm-hmm. When you're a television star, you're going into their home every week.
Yeah.
And so she said, I love it. I'm not complaining, but like people, like she's like, this will be my legacy. Like everybody knows me from this.
I don't know. Lydia.
I know for you and I, it's not. But like for most people, I mean,
she's a two-career girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She had two different, she stole stuff and then she became another person.
Yeah. Well, quite frankly, I think her best role ever was Mr. Deeds. I think you are underestimating my sneakiness.
And also Nancy and Barbara in the show are named after Nancy Reagan and Barbara Bush.
Right. Well, then you have all of the tips of the hat, like the Silence of the Lambs when they're going to visit the mental patient in the hospital is literally Silence of the Lambs walking, Clarice walking to go see Lecter. It's interesting because even before any of that, in season 4, it felt like A Nightmare on Elm Street. It felt like Hellraiser.
They shouted out.
Yeah. No, but I mean, just even the way it was shot, even the way that those people were dying with their joints breaking.
Oh, no, totally.
It totally reminded me, was that Dream Warriors? When is the cockroach one?
That's 4.
Is that 4? So
no, that's.
I'll have to go back.
No, that's 4. That's 4.
Is it 4? Yeah. So that reminded me of it when the joints are all snapping.
Yeah. Well, and also 1 where she lifts up off the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first.
Yeah,
half.
the dancing on the ceiling, but getting murdered.
Wow.
Blood everywhere. Dancing on the ceiling.
Should I do that?
I don't know. Why do I sound? Yeah. Why do I sound like the old pervert? I sound like I sound like the old pervert from Family Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, get over here, Brian. It's a slow dance.
Soft creamy thighs.
Oh, just a good guy. You piggly little son of a.
All right, let's get to recasting.
Oh, we're going to recast Max.
It's pretty good.
My first pick's going to be a lovely little boy named Max Sanders.
Please stop.
Does it make you uncomfortable?
Not really.
Come on my lawn with your shirt on a little bit later.
It's too much.
People are going to go. Yeah. That's too much. This whole thing's too much. Shut it down. I'm good with the Hawkins. The Hawkins and Hopper thing is incredible. God. All right, we've done enough. We've done enough damage. Could we jump right into the recasting?
Yeah. And first of all, they nail every actor in this show.
You and I are going to have a lot of duplicates because I think the true testament to this being such an 80s feel show is that this was not hard for me at all to recast. The people I picked immediately came to mind with the exception of like 2 characters.
I know one that is 100% going to be the same one.
Oh, Nelly.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. All right. Well, we've got our list. You know the rule. You say the movie's done. For you.
Yep.
I say the movie's done for me. And with that, Max, let's jump into our recasting.
Start it up.
Let's see. Well, let me pull up my list here. You want me to go first?
Do you want to say at the same time? This is the most obvious one.
Is it?
You have Billy, right?
Billy. So the first one, let's talk about the characters. Billy Hargrove, played by Darcy Montgomery.
Yep. Do you know he had to put on a few pounds to make himself look kind of 80s-ish in this movie?
Really? So for those that don't remember
He's a god in this movie.
Yeah, if you don't remember the character, Billy plays the older brother of Max Mayfield, and Max is the redhead. I'm getting into too much detail, but essentially, Billy is killed in season 3.
Yeah, but he's the rebel. He's cool.
He's cool.
All the moms want him.
Yeah. He's really evil, but like redeems himself at the end by saving his sister's life.
Yeah.
And you can tell he's kind of had a rough run of things. He was possessed by the Dark Overlord.
Yeah, Dark Overlord.
But he's a heartthrob, teen heartthrob. Yeah, you and I do.
Great hair.
We have the same one.
Got the one earring. Do you want to do it on the count of 3?
Yeah, you ready?
1, 2, 3.
Rob Lowe.
Yeah. There's YouTube videos of deep fake with Rob Lowe's face on it.
It's totally.
Yeah.
You picked Rob Lowe from St. Elmo's Fire.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure they named him Billy because of Billy Hicks in St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh my God.
They had to, right? Well, he's got the one earring too, the cross.
Rob Lowe would have crushed this role.
Destroyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have been great.
Yeah. Oh, no. Evil Rob Lowe happens in the 90s in comedies like Wayne's
Yeah,
World.
but it's not like it's like tongue in cheek evil. I think you get a little evil Rob Lowe in St. Elmo's Fire when he's cheating on his wife and he's like trying to take advantage of Demi Moore and you see glimpses of the evil.
Yeah.
The difficulty of this particular recast, probably more so than any others, is to your point. These characters are so unique and so perfect, but they also are borrowing so heavily from some of these actors and actresses from the 80s.
Yeah. So we're gonna pick people that would like remind me of them.
Well, this wasn't very fun. We picked the same one.
That's the only one I think.
That is the only one. All right, so you're gonna go first on the next one.
Yeah.
Martin Brenner, who is played by Matthew Modine.
80s Vision Quest.
I was going to say,
shout out.
Loudon, that's your boy.
Yeah.
I don't know what Vision Quest is, but I know that Loudon is
Vision
Quest. That's okay.
Yeah.
Don't feel like you have to pronounce things the right way on
My
the show.
lips get in the way.
I know. You get excited. You hear Vision Quest. You go, Vision Quest is the best. Why don't you come over here and do some wrestling in front of me, Loudon?
Full Metal Jacket Joker, too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. He's the creepy doctor who has like the father-daughter relationship with Eleven.
Yeah.
There's like 1% good in him, kind of.
It's one of those.
The Papa thing is weird.
It's a role that forces you to question what the terms of good and evil are. Like you feel like he has their best intention, but he's also abusing children.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's tough.
So you need someone who's an expert in that doctor role, who they have the connection with the patient with.
I feel like you're teeing up your answer.
Yeah.
All right, I like that.
I went Donald Pleasancy.
Donald P.
Yeah, DP. Nope, not gonna use that.
God, you're an idiot. Continue, please.
You know who that is?
No idea.
He played Sam Loomis, the doctor in Halloween 2.
Oh.
Because he's got that connection with Michael kind of thing. Like,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I thought it'd be
little old, but I like it. I like it.
Little detached.
Yeah.
Little too focused on his work.
Yeah. He stuck around for 10 more movies. I mean, he was followed Michael around. You think he would have killed him at some point, but
Yeah.
I think you're going to like mine more. I think you're going to like mine a lot. Jack Nicholson is Jack Torrance, The Shining.
Oh, wow.
Now ignore when he goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for a minute.
Okay.
Get back to the insanity bubbling underneath the calm facade. That kind of detached mentality, and then have him stay with that instead of going crazy.
So interesting, but I don't see Jack Nicholson. He's never the most intelligent guy in the room. He's never brilliant or like kind of a scientist vibe in any movie he's done.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, I need this guy to like. He's discovering the mysteries of the world and actually studying these people. You know what I mean?
All right.
So that's why I think it's a cool pick.
No, you made a reasonable argument to deconstruct my answer.
First of once.
I accept that. I hate you, but I accept that.
I did it.
Did you have any backups? Do you have any backups? I'll read you my backups. I don't have any on this one, but if you have any.
Yeah, Max von Sydow, Ming the Merciless, Flash Gordon.
Nice.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Flash! He's a savior of the universe.
What about Billy? Did you have any?
Oh, Billy. I did not. I have no backups. I figured you did, so I just thought I would ask you.
Emilio Estevez, Breakfast Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
A little bit of Billy the Kid and Young Guns, too.
Yeah. Young Guns also, or Young Guns 2?
Young Guns as well.
Okay, just checking. You have a tendency to do that. Max, the next one is Robin Buckley.
Fan favorite.
Played by Maya Hawke, daughter of Ethan Hawke.
And Uma Thurman.
But more importantly, daughter of Ethan Hawke.
They both rule.
Ethan Hawke rules more when we're talking 80s. What was Uma Thurman in the 80s?
Johnny Be Good?
Yeah, exactly.
She was great in that.
She was okay.
Okay.
Be good, Johnny.
I don't know. She was kind of a good back and forth with Robert Downey and Andrew McCarthy. Nope. Anthony Michael Hall.
There you go. Yeah. Andrew what? No. So she is
lesbian best friend of
Nancy. Of Steve. Thank you, not Nancy. Of Steve. She's in the band. He eventually was hitting on her, and then he realized that it wasn't going to happen.
They've worked at an ice cream store and a video store.
I love their relationship with each other. She's great.
Someone said there should be a TV show spinoff where they just work at a different location every year.
Oh,
I'd watch that.
You and I would watch anything.
Yeah.
Max, am I up?
You're up.
Oh, I like this one a lot. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Jennifer Grey as Jeannie Bueller from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, that's really good. Yeah.
You like that. Just everything about her, right? Like there's the little bit of sassiness, the cleverness, the attitude. I had to figure out a way to get Jennifer Grey into the show.
It's a good one.
I knew you'd like it.
She loves the 80s still.
She does love the 80s still. You're up.
Yeah. So you kind of poo-pooed on mine already. But I kept it in the family. Uma Thurman and Johnny B. Good.
Oh, boo.
Georgia Elkins.
Really?
She was good in in that movie.
Oh, that's mine crushed you on that one.
I don't know, man.
Really?
Genetics.
Really?
Genetics.
Really?
She could kill Bill in the middle of it.
All right, Max, we're done.
Bust out a sword.
Terrible pick. Moving on to Sam Owens, played by Paul Reiser. Tough one because obviously Paul Reiser was also an 80s actor as well. His most famous role in my mind will always be Aliens.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Nah, he's better than Aliens.
I like him at Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, because he's you.
Yeah.
This is not borrow the Lamborghini.
This is not my office.
No, it's not. Oh, this is the office of Todd.
He breaks his arm when you drive the Ferrari.
The best. He is really good in that. I shouldn't have said that. He's really good in that. So
I love Paul Reiser. So he's the good scientist. He actually has Eleven's best interests in mind. And he's just like the sweet guy who actually brings her back to reality.
Right.
Kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, at least for now, until we find out that he's evil.
I'm not sure. Is he evil?
No,
though?
I don't think
it's
so.
Confusing.
It is confusing.
It's hard to hate Paul Reiser.
It is.
Oh no, it's not, because you can hate him in Aliens.
But that's the whole point. That's why they casted him for that in Aliens, which I thought was great.
He was great.
Yeah, he was great in Aliens. Max, who do you have replacing Paul Reiser's character, Sam Owens?
So lovable older scientist. Come on, Christopher Lloyd, Back to the Future.
It's a great pick. That was my backup.
Doc Brown.
I got nothing against that. The only tough part about picking Doc Brown, he's wild. So like the calm demeanor of Paul Reiser in Stranger Things gets very disrupted, because give me a movie where Christopher Lloyd it's like almost like Robin Williams syndrome. Give me a movie where he's at an 8 instead of a 10.
Clue. Professor Purple.
All right, fine. I still think he's a little over the top, but whatever.
You don't like when I answer correct?
No, it pisses me off. I thought I had you cornered. I do like mine more though.
What do you got?
But I'll make a deal. If you know who this is when I give you the name, then I'll default to you and we'll go with Christopher Lloyd.
Okay.
Sound good?
Okay, I'm closing my eyes.
James Hampton.
The James Hampton?
The James Hampton. Do you know who that is?
Of the Hampton sausage
Not
fortune?
of the Hamptons.
Abe?
Abe Froman? The Abe Froman? The sausage king of Hawkins? I want your body found. Those are Jim Hopper's men. I can't get that out of my head. No idea.
Nope.
Harold Howard, Teen Wolf.
Oh, God.
The dad.
Yeah, does he have the acting chops?
Yes, he's got great acting chops.
Would there be a basketball scene?
Yes.
With him?
Win in the end. Which, by the way, in Stranger Things, when I'm watching their basketball season, I'm just like, I want to go back and like match it up, but I feel like even like the pick and the move and everything, like the whole sequence of like playing, it felt like Teen Wolf. It felt frame. There's nobody in the stands with their genitals hanging out like there was in Teen Wolf, but other than that,
you don't know. We didn't freeze frame it.
I didn't freeze frame it. You're right. I don't know. I got to go with mine on this one.
I think my backup wins.
What's your backup?
Edward James Olmos in Stand and Deliver.
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
So you win?
I win.
Okay.
Win by fall.
Yeah. What? What's that mean?
It's a movie.
Win by fall?
About wrestling.
Oh.
I think.
Is it good?
It's not Vision Quest.
No.
I could be wrong.
Nothing's Vision
I don't even know
Quest.
if it's a movie, Max. I don't know where
Win
we're
by
at.
fall. It sounds like you just stopped using
Winterfeld.
verbs.
I said Winterfeld. You just didn't hear it the right way.
Okay. Next, we're going Max Mayfield.
Bum, 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 bum. Sadie Sink.
She's good
She's really good.
because she's got the demons inside her.
I think you and I both did the lazy thing here.
No.
Oh, you didn't? I did the lazy thing here.
What's the lazy thing? You find a redhead?
Yeah, and there's only one redhead in the 80s.
You know, you can dye people's hair.
I know. I know.
This is magic thing.
I know, but it was lazy. All right, so Sadie plays she's the younger sister of Billy. And she kind of joins the friend group late. She gets into a romantic entanglement with
Lucas. George Lucas.
Not George Lucas. Not George Lucas at all. But she's a fun character. She's got like tomboyish characteristics to her.
She's
very
the smarmy
tough.
one. She's the Raphael, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was almost a sentence. She is the Raphael of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
She's got the scythe.
Scythes,
right?
They're called Psy.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the plural is of Psy.
Okay. Bill Nye?
I could be
the science, the Psy guys?
We're pretty deep in the episode. I don't know what's going on with you, but we gotta move. We gotta move forward. I can't just sit here with you on these insane tangents like
who do you got? Wait, who picks first?
You know who I have. I'm just gonna give you mine. I don't care who's first. Molly Ringwald, Andy, Pretty in Pink.
Oh, that's lazy.
I know. I told you. Thanks, Max. Thanks.
No problem.
Who do you got?
That works though.
Yeah, you couldn't do any of all. You got to do Pretty in Pink.
No, because she's the loner, punk one. Yeah.
Plus, she's got the dad who's the alcoholic, and that kind of fits the character a little bit.
And she speaks her mind. It works.
Yeah.
I went Martha Plimpton, Parenthood. Julie.
Really?
She's got some to her. You know what I mean? She's kind of rebellious. She does what she wants.
Yeah. I mean, I give you points for creativity.
Yeah.
Mine didn't feel very good.
My backup was a redhead who was not fitting at all. Robin Lively, Teen Witch. It wouldn't work at all.
Top that. That's what you should have said.
Yeah.
You should have just been like, top that. Didn't she die in a car accident?
Oh, God, I hope not.
I think she did.
Oh.
I think like very young. I could be wrong. We should probably check that up before we
we end
spread
the
that
episode
rumor.
now,
Yeah,
or-
just call it quits. One Lively's body found. It's terrible.
Jesus Christ.
I feel bad about that. I'm sorry you got the Hawkins thing stuck in
Will
my head.
Byers, the creative one of the group.
Yes. Will Byers is the little brother of
John.
Byers.
Yeah. And he's Winona's kid.
He is Winona's kid, and
He's the main
He was the main
catalyst.
character. Well, in the first few seasons, now he's gay, right? Is that the big reveal?
They're
this
leaving it
season?
up to interpretation, but it seems like he's upset that Michael's with
Yeah,
everybody.
and I feel like the thing he's been drawing is maybe like a love portrait of Michael,
In his own blood.
not in his own blood. But you get the impression like that one girl was touching his foot and flirting with him, and he was like awkward by
Yeah.
it.
He's got the worst haircut in North
I really
America.
I like this is reality, right?
Yeah.
Like I like that they're
Yeah,
showing.
Noah Schnapp's good.
Yeah, they're trying to get through these phases of their lives and understand who they are, what they are. So I happen to enjoy it. But yeah, interesting character. I really like my pick for him. I am going to make you go first though because I dropped my Molly Ringwald on the last one. But Will Byers, Noah Schnapp, who do you got for the little brother?
So you need a sensitive boy.
A sensitive boy,
You need someone with big, doe eyes.
big doe eyes.
And you need someone like who really you feel bad for that all this stuff has happened to
Right.
him. Henry Thomas, Elliot, E.T.
So you're picking. It's interesting. You're picking an age that fits better with season 1, where I'm thinking season 4.
I'm saying he could grow into it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Cloak and Dagger, which I brought up last week on the Father's Day show. I don't think you've seen it yet, but he's good. I like it. Mine's really good. This is good.
Who do
Mine's
you got?
really good.
Val Kilmer?
No, but you have to, for a minute, remember that I'm casting him to fit the age of what he is in season 4.
Yeah, I got you. 14, 15.
And this particular actor would have to play it a little bit younger.
Okay.
But just bear with me.
Wilford Brimley.
Sean Connery. No, I'm kidding. Not Sean Connery. Give me...
If you think of Keanu Reeves, I'm gonna stab you. You shoe him in. You shoehorn him in every time.
Shoe and Reeves, I always find a way. Keanu and Elizabeth Shue. I have neither of them today, just so you know.
Oh, no shoe?
Yeah, no Shoe. I'm all shoot out. We're going really heavy on Shoe. Crispin Glover, George McFly, Back to the Future.
That works. Yeah.
The weirdness of his kind of facial
Yeah.
characteristics and like his like kind of eccentric behavior. And plus this season, he looks so old and tall and like older. I feel like he could pull it off.
I like it.
Yeah.
You win that one.
All right.
Definitely. Any backups?
I told you,
Oh, no backup.
not a single backup.
I went Mitch from Real Genius.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good
He's a
one.
sensitive man.
Yeah, I like that. All right. Before
Mom,
we
I
go,
want to come home.
before we rented out your room, I'm going to put your father on. Son, Mitch.
Who's my big trooper?
Oh man, that's so embarrassing. Kent,
This is God.
this is God. Stop touching yourself.
Is it time for ads?
It's time for a break from our sponsors. Buzzn the Tower is also brought to you by Dolby Real Estate. You can find them at wearedoby.com. Max, I'm thinking about buying a trailer, preferably one that doesn't have a split in the ceiling that leads to the Dark Underlord, Overlord, upside down, turn it around. Simon and the Dolby team, they are the premier real estate provider of Southeast Michigan. So if you find your dream home or if you need help finding your dream home, go after them. Dolby will lead you the whole way if you need to sell your house to get into your dream home or if you need to just make a quick exit because you're being hunted by demons that are hiding in your city. Go to Dolby, go to Simon and his team. Tell them that Buzzn the Tower sent you. $400 million in sales in 2021. That doesn't happen by accident. Over 1,000 homes sold. Simon and his team are waiting and ready to support you with your needs for real estate. Amazing marketing team, amazing agents. Get in touch with Dolby right away so they can start helping you into your dream home, not your nightmare home. We talk about this all the time. You don't want to be in a nightmare
No Freddy home.
No Freddy. Reach out to Dolby ASAP and they will take care of you. All right, Max, coming out of that break, we're coming in hot. Coming in hot. What do we got? Who
Jonathan
are
Byers.
Jonathan Byers.
The older brother of...
Boddicker Byers. Not Boddicker Byers.
No, the older brother of Will.
Yes, Will's older brother. This guy, he's an interesting character.
Played by Charlie Heaton.
Yeah, not a particularly handsome individual.
He's dated Nancy in real life.
I
man.
know. He's got Pete Davidson eyes.
No, you know who he looks like?
Pete Davidson.
No,
He looks like you a little bit.
Shut up. I don't have that. I have big expressive eyes.
You have
He's got
very
squints.
sunken, terrible looking eyes.
No, he looks like the kid from Terminator 2, John Connor.
Yeah.
What's that kid's name?
John Connor.
No, the actor.
Oh, I don't know.
But you know what I'm talking about.
I do, in fact, know what you're talking about. Are you up?
Sure.
All right. Who do you got?
So this is kind of like the lovable sad sack
We have the same one.
What?
I can smell it. We have the same one.
Is it John Cusack?
Yep.
Yeah.
Say anything?
No, I didn't want Hoops. One Crazy Summer.
It's so funny. Like, I know the people you love. So when you're like, he's got to be like, lovable. And I'm just like, it's John Cusack right
He's
away.
so lovable.
You do. One Crazy Summer though, you got to go Say Anything.
No.
He's more like a limp dog in Say Anything than he is in One Crazy Summer.
No, I feel like he's cooler in Say Anything, and this guy's not cool.
No, that's not the case at all. He overstates how cool he is, and that's why Cassandra thinks that he can make the basket. Whereas in Say Anything, everybody's just stunned that he took Diane Cordes out on a date. It took me a minute, Diane Cordes.
Well, he protects his friends in One Crazy Summer.
What hair are we splitting right now?
Yeah,
we
true.
both landed on John Cusack.
Also, what do you think about Lance Guest from The Last Starfighter?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Alex
a lot.
Rogan.
Boop, 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 boop.
On to my favorite character.
Your favorite character?
Steve Harrington.
Steve Harrington. Joe Carey.
The hair that's heard around the world.
Yeah, he's great. And I bet you and I have the same one on this one too, but that's okay. He's great in this. So the arc of his character from going from like unlikable to being like friends with Dustin.
Yeah, he goes from like Billy Zabka to...
He goes from Billy Zabka to Billy Zabka. He goes from Karate Kid to Cobra Kai.
Yeah,
he did the
pretty
full
much.
the character arc.
Yeah.
I love it. He's great. The fact that relationship is now rekindling makes it exciting. I hope people that are listening to our episode have seen Stranger Things, not so much for our episode, but more just because I feel like everybody needs to see this show. It's so great how they're kind of not regurgitating, but they're reconnecting all these love interests and everything. It's a blast. Am I up on this one?
You are.
All right. I really, really like this one a lot. I've got Andrew McCarthy as Larry Wilson, Weekend at Bernie's.
No.
What?
That guy's a boob.
The handsomeness, the goofiness.
But his handsomeness doesn't get him anywhere.
Yeah, it does.
He's like at a dead end.
He's always making deals.
Well, I guess Steve's at a dead end job too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's not a rich kid. Steve's a rich kid.
So, oh my God.
And he's lovable from everybody.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
Here we go. Come on.
I mean, for me, it's
Richie Rich.
No, it's Ferris Bueller. It's Matthew Broderick. Is he not kick butt enough?
So I think the
A
difficult.
little bit of War Games, David, too.
Yeah, the difficulty with Ferris Bueller is like Ferris Bueller is infallible. Like in the whole movie,
infallible?
he's not infallible.
Yeah, I
not
know.
even a little bit.
Remember when they get all loopy in the elevator?
Yeah, remember when he's being attacked by the little like bat demons and they're hitting him with a bat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said bat twice.
Bat.
Batman.
Give me the bat. Give me the bat, Marge.
You didn't know the upside down
No.
until you came here.
There's no Bane in the show.
Oh, there was a Bane.
Oh, I
They
hope.
just took him out.
What about Kevin Bacon as Ren McCormick?
Now that I like.
Yeah.
That I like a lot.
All right.
All right.
But yours is better. You win.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Or Patrick Dempsey, Can't Buy Me Love.
Oh, that's a really
Little
good
Ron
one too.
Miller.
Nope, that's the one.
Woo!
You got it.
Cool.
That's the one.
I'll take it.
All right.
Who are we talking to?
I don't know. Who do we got? Who do we have next?
Lucas Sinclair.
Lucas Sinclair.
Played by Caleb McGuffin.
Caleb McLaughlin.
That guy.
Or is it Coughlin? Coughlin's Law.
Never drink beer while you're on the Empire State Building. Coughlin's Law.
It's not one of his laws,
He's
Max.
got crazy laws.
That's not one of them. It's not even remotely creative.
Always
That
have
felt to me like some of the TikToks you've been putting out recently. You
that have
phoned it in.
400,000 likes.
You phoned it in. 400,000 likes.
Yep.
Yeah. That's great math. Max. So Lucas is the friend that leaves Nerd Village and moves on to be the basketball player. He hits the winning shot of the game. He's hanging out with the cool kids.
He's got a great little kid voice, though, where he's like, guys!
Yeah, he doesn't want to be, but he's trying to separate himself from being a part of that group. He also dated for a brief period of time on the show, Max, and he's a sweet kid, nice character.
Yeah.
I have to tell you something. The 80s, as much as I love them, a racist time. It's really, really hard to find young African American
Took me a
female and
while.
male actors and actresses that existed in the 80s. There's some great ones, but like the numbers are just so disproportionate. I mean, I don't want to sound like Oscars trying to make things, better than they are, but like
Keep my wife's name.
Oh, yeah, that's unbelievable. All right, Max. So I've got one. I dug deep, and it's a wild one, but I'm going to make you go first because I don't like you.
I went Larry B. Scott, who's a combo of Rudy in Space Camp and Reggie in Iron Eagle.
Okay.
He's good.
All right. Yeah.
I like him.
Good.
Yeah.
Good pick.
Yeah.
Do you want to know the winning pick?
No.
Leo O'Brien.
Who the hell is that?
You don't know who Leo O'Brien is?
No.
Richie Green. Do you know who Richie Green is?
No.
He is the younger brother of The Last Dragon.
Oh, yeah, that's not
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
That's his younger brother. Remember the one who like is in love with the pop woman?
Yeah.
And like he gets thrown in a garbage can at some point, I think.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
What about one of the fat boys from Crush Groove?
That's not a good idea. The best selection for this would have been Alfonso Rivera. Is that how you say his last name? Carlton.
Oh, yeah. That's really good.
But I didn't have him for a movie, but TV show when he was a kid, like Silver Spoons. He was great.
Yeah,
on Silver
that's a really
Spoons.
good call.
But we couldn't use him because he wasn't in a movie. So those were our crappy answers. So please continue.
Thanks, 80s.
Please continue to have diversity in films so that if we ever do a Buzz in the Tower version of 2023, we have more characters to pick from because that felt terrible. I feel dirty.
Now we got Murray.
Murray Bowman.
His hands are like spears.
Played by Brett Gelman. He has been such a refreshing surprise. Like you didn't ever expect his character to be what it is today.
He's so funny.
He's great.
Yeah.
He is great. Do you want me to go first?
Speaks Russian. He drinks vodka. He takes karate.
Yeah. You ready for mine?
What is it?
John Candy is Frank Dooley, Armed and Dangerous. Here's why.
Is he crazy enough?
Yes. In Armed and Dangerous, absolutely.
Okay.
Hijacking trucks, his own gun, a little bit of Who is Harry Crumb.
No,
too.
that's better. He shouldn't be Who is Harry
You think
Crumb.
go Who is Harry Crumb?
Yeah.
All right, Who is Harry Crumb?
Because he's like learning to,
Final
to
answer.
spy on.
Shut your mouth. Final answer. Who is
Yeah.
Harry Crumb?
Yeah, that's really good.
All right, good.
Good.
Don't ever make me contradict myself again.
Yep. No one makes me bleed my own blood. Dodgeball.
I don't say it like I didn't know.
You can dodge a wrench.
You can dodge a ball. Do I have to drink my own urine?
No, but it's
but
sterile.
it's sterile. I like the taste.
You're about as useful as a poopy flavored lollipop. Okay, my backups first.
How about your first?
I don't know if you're gonna like this.
I won't.
I went Leslie Nielsen from The Naked Gun.
Ridiculous. Do you know who I'm making fun of you. You know who I almost put in here?
Who?
I almost gave you some Dangerfield.
Oh,
I
yeah.
considered giving you some danger. Oh, geez, the Russians.
So-
I get no respect.
Robin Williams would have been good.
Robin Williams, but here's the problem. You got to either go.
No, Moscow on the Hudson.
Right, but he is Russian in that.
But with that mixed with Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah, but you can't mix things.
Okay.
That's not
What
how it
about Weird
works.
Al? UHF.
All right. Anyways,
He would work.
Moving on, Max, to Dustin Henderson,
The high energy one.
played by Gaten Matarazzo.
Matarazzo.
It's offensive to Italians, but we'll let it slide. So the tricky thing about Dustin is the most throwback. He's in the Goonies.
Yep.
And I wanted to go Chunk right away. That's like my initial thought was Chunk. I didn't go Chunk though.
No, okay. That would have worked.
It would have worked. Wouldn't have been great. I went somewhere great with it. Are you ready?
Yep.
I went with Brent Chalem. I think I'm saying that right. But you know who that is?
No.
Horace from Monster Squad.
Okay. Yeah.
Fat kid.
Yeah.
I thought that would have worked well.
I like it.
I bet you picked Chunk by the look in your eye.
No, I picked Mouth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really?
Corey Feldman.
All right. Younger Corey. All right. Mouth. I see it.
Because he ages into
Being cooler.
Ricky from The Burb.
Oh, Ricky.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Dustin's great. His relationship with Steve is my favorite.
It's great.
They're fun.
That's like you and me.
Yeah.
You're my Dustin.
Kind of.
I should have done in the intro. The Dustin and my Steve.
Yeah. Why'd you call me one?
Because you're the one.
I'm Neo?
Yeah.
But like, I'm not a psychotic Black Widow spider murdering weirdo.
Yeah, well, so you say. From Dustin, we go to Nancy Wheeler, played by Natalia Dyer. And Nancy's great.
She's the good girl.
She's the good girl.
Editor of the paper. You know what I mean? Like, hey guys, let's do it this way.
She did let her friend die so she could make out with a boy.
Yeah, but Steve was dreamy and Barbara was kind of dragging her down.
She was. Barbara wasn't that much fun.
No.
I didn't miss her
The
very
same
much.
Barbara shirts make me laugh every time.
Never seen a St. Barbara shirt.
So there's this whole thing on like Reddit and all that stuff.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because she got jobbed.
She did.
You think at the end of the show, everyone that died from the Upside Down somehow gets like, because you know how you saw
That's very Disney.
You saw in the Upside Down, everyone kind of like cocooned.
Yeah, there's a Thanos reverse snap.
Yeah, you think something's gonna happen like that?
I don't.
No, no love for Barbara.
I don't. I don't even remember her outside of you bringing her up right now. You're up. What do you got for Nancy?
I went with the classic Carrie Green, Lucas from Maggie. I went
Okay.
Maggie from Lucas.
All right. I knew what you were talking about. It's okay.
She's also in Goonies.
I was gonna say you didn't want to pick her as Andy from Goonies.
No, because in Lucas she's desired.
she's the same character in both movies.
Well, no, she's desired by Charlie Sheen,
Right.
And like she gets with him, kind of,
Right.
And she's still got a relationship with Lucas, so it's like she straddles the.
Yeah, but the relationship with Lucas is like a friendship. He's like 8 years old.
Yeah, but she's befriending all her younger brother's friends.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, it's good stuff.
I think you're gonna like mine more. Leah Thompson is Amanda Jones, Some Kind of Wonderful.
You love this movie.
I really do. But I mean, think about her, right? Well, first of all, I think she looks like her.
She looks too old.
In Some Kind of Wonderful. Do you not remember the gym scene?
I do.
Yeah. Think about that before you tell me that. I mean, I could have gone All the Right Moves, but I thought she was more Amanda Jones-ish than All the Right Moves. Dick Jones.
I couldn't even say it. I started laughing.
Drop it. I should have gone Murphy. I think she could be replaced by Murphy from RoboCop. Boddicker.
Toxic Sledge guy.
Unbelievable. Any backups for Nancy?
Yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker.
And that's a good one.
Girls just want to have fun.
Okay, that's a real good one. I could see that. Yeah. Max, we're getting down to our last four. These are the bangers.
Hopper.
Jim Hopper.
I hardly know
I
her.
can't even... Leslie Nielsen. That's all I can think of. Played by David Harbour.
He's awesome.
He's great.
He's perfect in this
He
role.
is my favorite character in the whole show.
Yeah. This season, oh my God, the 3 inches speech with the note.
Oh, he's great.
And also, I mean, when he's talking about in jail, like the hopelessness and that he's cursed, you're like, oh man.
Yeah. Made me think of how I feel with you. I'll go first. Max, this is a wild one. Are you ready?
Yep.
Is your seatbelt on?
Bring it.
Bruce Willis is John McClane, Die Hard.
That was my third pick.
Oh, so it was on the doc. All right.
Because he's smarmy.
And he's got the attitude, but he also, you can tell like he loves 11 and he wants to protect people, but he's also got those cop instincts. That's key.
Yeah.
So he's like a beat cop, but that has like the cop instincts of Billy from Predator. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Not that Billy was a cop, but you know what I mean.
It works.
We're all going to die.
How do you do it? Oh man, what if you did Billy from Predator? It's an entirely different show.
It's a way different show.
So you stole mine from earlier. I went John Candy and
From Armed and Dangerous?
Yeah.
Or from
like Armed and Dangerous and Planes and Trains.
no, you can't do John Candy, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
John Candy has no edge to him whatsoever. Hopper's got to have some edge.
See, I was curious, could he do it? Do you know what I mean?
But you have no reference point to say that he does. That's why
No,
you can't
you
pick it.
don't. Okay.
What else you got?
Mark Harmon, Shoop from Summer School.
That's the edge right there. You're an idiot. Pick another one, please. Your third pick was mine, so we agree that we're going to go with mine.
Yeah.
God, freaking Shoop from
Wonder
Summer
Dog
School.
is going to make an appearance.
Unbelievable. All right, Max, taking us over to Joyce Byers, the mother of the Byers boys, Winona Ryder. You go first. You probably have mine on this. There is only one answer for this.
Well, you stole my movie.
There's only one. You can use it. If I took it, it doesn't matter.
No. If we agreed on a movie, I can't use it again.
Maybe. I don't even know what the rules are.
I went Bonnie Bedelia, who's Holly Gennaro in Die Hard.
That's a terrible pick.
Yeah, okay. So my other answer was Diane Wiest, Lucy, The Lost Boys.
That's my pick, and that is the winning pick. If we don't get Wiest into every single recasting episode, we failed. But she is like perfect for this role.
She really is.
I mean, she's like and especially it's funny because she just ages herself so much in Footloose versus like how old she appears to be in The Lost Boys.
Yeah, she's a little freer, a little younger.
Yeah. No, that's
chaotic situations.
Lucy from Lost Boys.
She loves her kids.
100%. 100%. Lost Boys is her dealing with two kids who are dealing with supernatural
pretty
stuff.
similar.
It's the same thing. Like, how did you not? All right, whatever.
I had it on the list.
It's your third, just like Bruce Willis, but Shoop had to be higher up than Bruce Willis. Max, we're down to our last two.
Yeah.
Mike Wheeler, Finn Wolfhard.
Great name.
Last name is fantastic. So Mike Wheeler is the boyfriend of 11.
Yep.
And plays, I would say, the central character. I mean, he's kind of the lead.
The Leonardo, if you will.
Of the what? The Trina Murder.
TMNT.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Now I'm screwing it up because you screwed me up. Mike Wheeler, he's played by Finn Wolfhard. Have you seen him in those Weezer videos?
No.
Weezer did a cover of Aha's Take on Me.
Oh, neat.
And the entire music video, I believe, is Mike Wheeler. Finn Wolfhard is playing like a musical instrument. He's in a band in it.
That's cool.
You should watch the video.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool. Who you got, Max? My pick is pure soup. Delicious hot soup.
Is that really good or bad?
Don't know. We're going to see. It's really good. I like my pick on this. My last three, I'm very happy with my picks.
So you need a leader. You need kind of someone who's going to like emphasize strength. I went with someone who's a little bit better looking too, because I wanted someone who kind of...
You like looks. You're shallow.
Yeah. I went Atreyu, The Never Ending Story.
Oh.
Noah Hathaway.
That's a great pick.
Yeah.
Mine is better, but that's a great pick. And I'm not just saying it's better to like knock you down, but you're going to love my pick. But God, Noah Hathaway, that's a really good pick.
Thank you.
Is he?
He's 12 when he was...
Yeah.
So, yeah, I kind of went for... Of the 4 seasons. I didn't know we were doing season 4.
All right.
So I screwed up a little bit.
Ethan Hawke, Ben Crandall, The Explorers.
Ooh, that is really good.
I knew you'd love it.
Darn
And the whole family thing. Remember we were talking about like
really
the connection
good.
to the family in the show?
He's got the boyish hair.
He's
too.
perfect.
Yeah.
He's like
Communicate with friends.
In The Explorers, he's still like super handsome Ethan Hawke, but he's like a little bit of goofy, hanging out with his friends.
Girls don't really like him.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah,
it works.
I know.
I love Ethan Hawke.
I do too. Max.
11.
Are we ready?
Yes.
I'm almost 1,000% sure in all of the recastings you and I have ever done together.
Yeah.
That you and I have to have the same one for this. There's only one person that this could possibly be.
Are you doing full circle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's cut the suspense. We're recasting 11, Jane, played by Millie Bobby Brown, And she is the key central character of the entire show.
She's so good. Do you know in the first season, she only had 42 lines of dialogue?
That's wild.
And like, she's so emotive with her
great.
face.
She's great. She's amazing.
Yeah.
There's only one woman for the job.
Yep.
On 3,
1,
2,
3.
Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Yep.
Lydia Dietz.
Yeah.
And I know it's full circle, and I know I'm jaded because obviously she's in the show as the mom.
It's so perfect.
But she would be perfect at this.
The only other person I could possibly think of was Drew Barrymore in Firestarter.
And Firestarter.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. I lean towards.
No, Winona works way
yeah,
better.
Yeah.
Because of dark hair, dark eyes, kind of moody.
Dark Overlord.
Dark. For someone who doesn't love Howard the Duck, you mention it.
I've been giving you a lot of Howard the other day I told you I gave you 2 movies I hate more than Howard the Duck.
I know.
That's a huge step for
You're
me.
growing as a person.
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Max, that concludes our Stranger Things recap.
One last thing.
What do you got?
So if you were like Max and you need to be saved from the upside down by music.
Oh, running up that hill.
Yeah.
Running up that building.
Kate Bush.
Yeah.
I love it.
No relation to George Bush.
I would hope not. I mean, I don't know.
Why would you say I hope not?
I don't know.
That's really rude. That's a good man. Replacement song for the Kate Bush song in Stranger Things.
So it's got to be like emotional connection to you when you were a teenager.
But it's got to be an 80s song.
Yeah. I'm saying you're Max.
I wasn't a teenager in the 80s.
What I'm saying is you go into the body of Max. You've been a girl in the 80s.
Oh, man.
I'd go Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics.
That's a good one.
Because it's emotional. There's something kind of like floaty about it.
Sweet dreams are made of
cheese.
cheese. Delicious cheese.
I go Eat It
man.
by Weird Al.
You got the peanut butter jelly and jam.
Walking on Sunshine.
Your picks are all terrible.
Like a virgin.
They're literally all terrible.
We're not going to take it. Twisted Sister. Rebel against them. The Eurythmics was good. What do you got?
Can I pick it? If it was already used in another movie, can I pick it?
No. Well, because then it has no effect.
But what if the other movie is really obscure and nobody would even know except the people who listen to our show?
What is it?
Do you remember the song "Send Me an Angel" by Real Life? That was
That is
rad?
way known by everybody. It's good.
But that's the song I want. Send me an angel right now.
What about Tainted Love?
No.
How?
For your moment that like pulls you out of everything?
Yeah, Jump by Van Halen.
Thunderstruck.
That's good. Is that that's not 80s?
Yes, it is.
I think it's 78.
No, it's not. Thunderstruck is not 78.
Love Shack.
All right, we're
On
done.
the side of the road, 15 miles, something.
Are you done?
Yes.
All right, Max, that concludes the recasting of Stranger Things, and it leads us directly over to our Buzz in the Tower fan spotlight. Today's Buzz in the Tower fan spotlight is Tom Abate. He is a maverick on our Patreon.
Yep.
You can find him on Instagram at food4zombies. So
Great name.
Food for Zombies. It's great. And this is another guy who constantly giving us awesome feedback, totally into 80s movies, follows us on Patreon. He's a maverick. You can't get more dedicated than being a maverick.
And he's a punk rock kind of guy, too.
You're a punk rock kind of guy.
He looks like he's like the missing member of Good Charlotte.
I don't know what that means because I don't know punk rock.
Oh.
So, but it sounds cool.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what Tom had to say. We asked him to recast his favorite characters from Stranger Things. This is someone who knows the genre well enough that he should be digging through it the same way we are. So why don't we see what Mr. Abate has to say?
First of all, I'd like to thank you guys for having me. I'm a huge fan of 80s films. Listening to your podcast reminds me of watching 80s movies with my parents growing up as a child. My favorite genre on the 80s films are sci-fi horror, which brings me to Stranger Things. Stranger Things is the perfect blend of 80s sci-fi horror nostalgia with a modern feel. So in honor of season 4, part 2 coming out in July and everyone's new fan favorite Eddie, I picked Judd Nelson for his role in the Breakfast Club as the lovable outcast bad boy. But I do have some wild card picks. I would have Molly Ringwald play Robin, Danica McKellar play Nancy, Burt Reynolds as Hopper, and Soleil Moonfry play Susie. Once again, I'd like to thank you guys for having me on your show. And friends don't lie.
Oh, the Burt Reynolds pick is a good one.
It's really good.
Soleil Moonfry, too, would be a great pick. But I know she's not in movies. So,
yeah.
But remember when I made Soleil Moonfry the grandson in The Princess Bride when we recasted it?
Yeah, you controversial
I broke all the rules. I broke them.
But
friends don't lie, Max.
Judd Nelson is good as Eddie.
You love Judd Nelson. He's your guy.
Yeah. Although, yeah, Eddie Munson's awesome in general.
Yeah.
I love it.
Tom, thank you as always for your support, your awesome selections. And Max, that wraps the show. We're ready to jump into the home stretch, if you will. A quick reminder to everyone, if you're not already, follow us on social media at Buzzn the Tower, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe, leave a review on your preferred podcast platform. And
Say that 3 times.
It's tough. It was not easy. And Max, another pleasure, another joy being with you today. This is a fun episode.
Was it? You were pretty angry.
I'm tired,
Yeah.
and you took the wrath of that as always, but you're a good punching bag. Friends don't lie. I'll be honest with you.
Smoke inhalation, I think, got to you.
It did, a little bit. How do you want to end? What do you got to finish? I always challenge you to have something wonderful and creative. Based on your TikToks, they should be great. So what do you got, what do you have to finish?
An Ego Sunday for everyone who listened.
An Ego Sunday for everyone who listened.
And keep that door 3 inches open.
That leaves it to me to finish, Max, and I'll do it the only way I know, which is to tell you that, and if I only could, I'd make a deal with God. I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road. Be running up that hill.
That's a good jam.
You like that?
It's so good. They nailed it.
Turn around.
Did you cry when that happened?
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.